We're here with Steve Justice, participating in a panel today at NCSL's Legislative Summit on unmanned aircraft systems, and we have a few questions for him. What is the role and mission of the Georgia Center of Innovation for Aerospace?
The mission of the Center of Innovation for Aerospace is to work with our aerospace industry in the state of Georgia to, in the end, help them be more successful, to help them then create more jobs in our state. And we do that by connecting industry with all the resources we have in our state, connecting them with our universities, the research done in our universities to help them with workforce issues, to help them to find partners, a lot of business-to-business connections, things like that. So really, it's a comprehensive program to work with industry, listen to their needs, their concerns, and then help them find solutions to those problems.
How do you bring industry leaders together with state legislators to address issues important to local aerospace companies?
For a number of years, we've had an Aerospace Day when our legislators are in session, our General Assembly, where we bring industry folks into the room along with our key legislators, let them talk about all the various things that are going on in our state, to talk about issues that are important to the industry. That's just one day a year that we do that. We also have other forums. We hold 3 different technology forums throughout the state in different regions where we invite our local and state leaders to be at that. I constantly brief our state leadership on various things that are going on in the industry. We give testimony at the various committees and bring industry leaders there. So it's a very year-round comprehensive activity to promote aerospace to our leadership, to answer their questions about it, but also to talk to the public, because the public many times does not know what's going on in aerospace and aviation, even near their own community. So we do a lot of that as well.
Can you describe some of the efforts going on in Georgia currently concerning unmanned aircraft systems?
We started our efforts over 4 years ago in unmanned aircraft systems, or UAS. We had in 2009, we had a group get together to come up with a roadmap for how the state could help facilitate this new marketplace in unmanned systems. After that, we formed our statewide UAS working group. It has folks from state government, from industry, from the federal government, anyone who has a stake in this. And we've been working together for over 3 years now with that working group to develop the relationships between the various organizations and to also kick off specific projects. We've been have what we call innovation projects. My center has grants that we give out, and these are joint university industry projects to help technology out of the university and get it into the marketplace with the industry. So we've been using that for a number of different projects in UAS, 4 or 5 to this count. We have one going on right now for agricultural use of unmanned systems. We're using small rotary wing helicopter UAS systems to image cotton and peanut fields. We're working with the University of Georgia and their test fields in South Georgia. Middle Georgia State College, our main aviation school, is operating the vehicles. And we're trying to answer the question of how hard is it to get this imagery? How do we provide this imagery to the farmers? And what is the value to the farmers? Does it really help them in increasing crop yields, reducing their costs? The farmers think this imagery is going to help them a lot. We're in phase 1 of that, and we're going to have more projects going on. So a lot of this is just interactive, working with industry, working with the universities, bringing people together to understand the issues and try to find solutions to those problems.
What is the main thing you want legislators to know when considering UAS legislation?
Well, with any industry, regulation can inhibit unduly the growth of that industry. And as we look across all 50 states, if we have a company that's either making UAVs or offering UAV services, what they don't need is a hodgepodge of regulations across the states. If we have a company in Georgia and they're operating in a certain way, we need to like legislation in the other states nearby and across the nation so that these companies don't have to fly one way in Georgia, a different way in Alabama, a different way in Florida, a different way in Alaska. So we have to have some harmonization of the rules associated with the operation of these vehicles and this commercial service. So it's very important that organizations like NCSL and others work together to help have this commonality of policy and legislation to help this industry grow in the future.
Thank you.
You're welcome.